Hello, entrepreneurs. Good morning, people. Good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you see the video. Are you matching energy? You do realize when you say you match energy that literally you have to be willing to go real far. You have to decide, how far am I going to go to match the energy? How far will I allow somebody to pull me away from who I am to show them that I can be who they are and that I can be who they are better than they can? People are stupid. So when you match energy, sometimes you're lowering yourself. You're lowering your expectations. You are lowering who you are. You are reducing yourself down to nothing in order to prove that you're something. When you look at it that way, it doesn't make sense, does it? That's why when people, I told you I have to be careful about cliches, because the first time I saw it, I'm not going to lie, I was like, oh, I love that. I match energy. In other words, what they meant was, okay, if you act a fool, I'm going to act a fool, so you determine how we act today. But like I said, while that sounds good, it really wasn't what you want. Because why would you give power to an idiot? Why would you give power to somebody who does not make sense, who is obviously doing things to pull you away, who is obviously not smart? We would never give those kind of people power. And that's why I say I don't match energy. So, and let me tell you something else. Sometimes matching energy is just adapting to what you feel. There is a lot going on. And I keep talking about leadership because if you're not careful, it is easy to follow bad leadership. It is easy to just go with the flow and do what everybody else is doing. It takes work to step out of the comfort zone. It takes work to not reduce and be exactly what everybody else is being. It takes strategy. You got to be thoughtful. You got to be intentional to not do what everybody else is doing, to not act a fool, to be able to put somebody in their place and still maintain your integrity, to be able to let somebody know I'm not the one to play with, but to still do it in an intellectual way, to do it in a way that leaves them thinking not just today but for tomorrow. It takes a lot of work to just not go with the flow. But I promise you, it is worth all of the energy and all of the work to show up every day as the best version of you. It's been your girl, the Queen Bee, because come on, entrepreneurs, think about it. You got a whole business you're running. People, you got a whole mission. You got purpose. You got things you want to do. You want to live to see your legacy. It's been your girl. Bye-bye.